Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the Apostle Nel's Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers pushing truth out for wins. This video is going to be entitled, The Lord Chooses Different from Man. Solely because the Lord sees spirit. You know, the Lord sees what he created and what he set certain men up to do and what certain men to want certain men to be. You know, so it's a big difference from how man sees you, you know, from what Yahweh Shem Yahushua sees. Okay, so this is Isaiah 55:8. It says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So what man sees when he looks at you is the outer appearance. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing you can't stumble into and getting discouraged and letting men tell you you're not going to make it to the kingdom or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the Lord, because he determined all those things from the beginning, you know. That's why you have to have tough skin in this truth. Okay? This is 1 Corinthians 1 Salakia. This is 1 Corinthians 1:25. It says, "Because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men." You know, so things that you do, people in this world, they'll look at and they just can't see how the Lord sees certain things in certain people. You know, but it's not for them to see certain things. You know, so you have to basically be in the mind frame, stay in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and walk your walk accordingly. You know, it says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called." See, after the flesh. The Lord doesn't deal with the flesh. He deals with the spirit. Okay? You got sayings, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, we all fall short of mercy and glory and all those things. So every man has to work out his own salvation. You know what I'm saying? So we're all on an uphill climb. So don't get discouraged when you may hear certain things like you're not gonna make it and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? The Lord determines that. Okay? It says, "But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound things which are mighty." You know, the Lord always chooses what doesn't look suitable. Look at the nation of Israel. Nobody expects us to be the chosen people. But that's just the way things are. That's how the Lord works. "And the base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen, yea, and the things which are not, to bring to naught the things that are." That's beautiful. That no flesh should glory in his presence. You know, because if you chose somebody that was on top, then you expect that. But when something blindsides you, it's always the punch you don't see that knock you out. You know, and that's how this world is made. You know, everything, like you look at Christian pastors, everybody sees them as godly men. They speak eloquently. And you look at the Israelites, you know, when we go out, we speak or whatever, guess what happens? It's like, they can't be. They dress this certain way, and you know what I'm saying? They don't speak, they didn't go to school for it and all this and that. Not understanding. Okay? First thing, Israel. The Lord chose us. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua thy power. Yahweh Shem Yahshua thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. See that? But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had made, which he had sworn unto your fathers, had Yahweh Shem Yahshua brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. You see that? Now, it looked hopeless for the children of Israel when we were in Egypt. It didn't look like we were going nowhere. Our backs was against the wall, but the Lord made a way, because it looked like it was impossible. That's how the Lord shows his power. Okay? And it's through men that just don't look like the job could be done through this person. Moses. Exodus 4:10. And Moses said unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow to speech and of a slow tongue. See, and he knew by having those flaws that people wouldn't accept him. It's just a natural thing in human nature. Okay? It's a natural thing in human nature. You know, they're not going to accept me. I can't even speak right. You know? He says, and the Lord said unto him, who hath made man's mouth? And who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I? Salakia. And he said, hold on, Salakia says, have not I the Lord? Now, therefore, go, and I will be with thy mouth. I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. Still denying. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. So Moses still, after the Lord explained to him, he was like, man, pick someone else. You know, like, I'm not set up to do this job. But the Lord had chosen him, you know? So, Gideon. Judges 6:13. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if Yahweh Shem Yahshua be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where be all his miracles which our fathers told us of, saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now Yahweh Shem Yahshua hath forsaken us, and delivered us into the hand of the Midianites. Okay, so you see right here, what do you see from what's being said? It's a lack of faith. Okay, it's a lack of faith. It says, and the Lord looked upon him and said, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? And it says, Salaki, it says, and he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least of my father's house. So he saw that it was really nothing. It was like, man, I'm nobody. I'm the least of my father's house. Like, we're poor. And the Lord said unto him, surely I will be with thee, and thou shalt smite the Midianites as one man. So you see that? The Lord saw something in Gideon that he didn't see in himself. You know? And notice all of this doubt comes from when men think about what other men think about them. Okay? So when other men see you as weak, that's what people, for the most part, kind of think that it's going to be. But it's not that way with the Lord. That's with men. Okay? This is David. 1 Samuel 16:10. Again, Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. And Samuel said unto Jesse, the Lord hath not chosen thee. Samuel said unto Jesse, are there all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ready with all of a beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. So they didn't even have enough belief in him. You know what I'm saying? He brought the other ones before, and they didn't even believe. Like, oh yeah, we got another one, but he's tending to the sheep. You know what I'm saying? But they saw less in him. And that's how men look at men. He saw less in him. They didn't see value in David, but the Lord did. You know? It says, then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah, but the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, behold, now an evil spirit from the Most High troubleth thee. So we know the spirit of Saul and David. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord chose and chooses everything the way he chooses everything. He sees value in what people don't see value in. That's why it's good to stay in the spirit and not worry about what nobody else says or thinks about you. Because when you do that, that'll throw you off. John 15:15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known to you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So you're hated around the board. Even amongst Israel, men are hated. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to walk in the spirit, man, and maintain what you have through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Don't get tied up in what nobody's telling you. You know what I'm saying? It's good to take order. It's good to listen. But you have a personal relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you have to maintain through prayer and fasting and even listening. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand these things, man. Like, the Lord deals with who he wants to deal with. Paul. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he has done to thy saints at Jerusalem. I mean, slaughtering and persecuting the Most High saints. And here hath authority from the chief priest to bind up all that call on thy name. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me. I chose him. I knew all the shit he was doing. I knew all the things he was doing, but I chose him through all of that. You know what I'm saying? It says, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel, for I will shew him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. So the Lord had Saul, which turned out to be Paul, to do all these things just to have him turn a new leaf through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to where he was used. So the point of this video is, don't let your sins weigh you down. Don't let nobody tell you what your walk can be when you have access to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when you pray to Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? To the Father. Ask anything in my name of the Father, and you know what I'm saying? But it has to be in order. Okay? With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Till next time, Shalom.